peace and order situation in the Philippines has experienced times of great difficulty in the past. The things that you are seeing in the news are not new. I have lived in the Philippines for almost 40 years
Wow.
now, and the fights and the insurgencies and the difficulties that you see on the news that happen in different parts of the country have been going on ever since the time we first arrived in
I
the
see.
country. The island of Mindanao, which is the southernmost island,
Mm.
is home to many people who are Muslim people.
Ah.
And anytime there is a problem in the Middle East, like what's happening in Syria, what's happening with the Palestinians, anytime there's a problem like that, there's always a problem like that here also, because there are people who are Muslim people
Mm-hmm.
that live down in Mindanao on the
Mm-hmm.
South Island who want freedom from the government. And so those people have been fighting against the government for many, many years. In
Oh.
fact, the history of this fighting goes back even before the time of the World War II, World War I. It goes back hundreds of years, even to the time when Spain controlled the Philippines.
Mm.
And no country has ever been able to stop those people from fighting.
I see.
But the people who are fighting have never been able to win their fight. So they are living in a very, very small part of the island of Mindanao.
Mm-hmm.
And so one thing you need to remember is that the island of Mindanao is very far from Cebu.
Mm.
And even during the time when there has been fighting down in Mindanao, we have never had any fighting here in Cebu.
Mm.
Cebu has always been a very peaceful place.
Right.
As I mentioned, I have lived here for 40 years. I
Right.
have raised my children here.
Right.
My children were born here, and we stayed here all during the time in the years when they were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Now my children are grown, and they are married, and my grandchildren are here with us.
Right.
My whole family is here in Cebu with me.
Right.
If I was not convinced that Cebu was not safe, if I wasn't convinced it was safe, I would not live here.
Sure.
I would not stay here with my grandchildren
Mm-hmm.
because I want my grandchildren to be safe.
Sure.
I want children to be safe. I